There are things that keep a man upright and moving, the obligations and the duties and the plans, the calendar of life forever proving that there's always something waiting for these hands. But underneath the doing and the going, beneath the noise of everything required, there is a quieter and steadier kind of knowing, the thing that keeps the deeper self from tired. It isn't glory and it isn't ambition, it isn't anything that I could frame or display. It's something closer, something without condition, the thing I reach for at the end of every day. I live for your love, the way a fire lives for what feeds it, not the dramatic and the ones above, but the daily and the quiet and the needed. I live for your love, the look you give me when no one is watching, the hand that finds me in the dark enough, the voice that keeps the harder hours from dropping. I live for your love, and I mean it in the most sustaining sense. The bread of it, the water of it, the thing that makes the living make more sense. I've noticed how a day without your closeness has a different weight, a different kind of long. How the hours carry something close to loneliness, how everything feels slightly off and wrong. And then you call or come or simply text me something small, and the whole day readjusts around that moment, like a room that needed one thing on the wall, like a song that needed just one right component. It isn't glory and it isn't ambition, it isn't anything that I could frame or display. It's something closer, something without condition, the thing I reach for at the end of every day. I live for your love, the way a fire lives for what feeds it, not the dramatic and the ones above, but the daily and the quiet and the needed. I live for your love, the look you give me when no one is watching, the hand that finds me in the dark enough, the voice that keeps the harder hours from dropping. I live for your love, and I mean it in the most sustaining sense. The bread of it, the water of it, the thing that makes the living make more sense. I don't need you to be extraordinary, I don't need the love that fills the room with sound, I need the love that's ordinary, the kind that keeps its feet upon the ground, the love that shows up Tuesday without asking, that sits beside me when I have no words, the love that doesn't need the light or the basking, that loves me in the silence and the blurred. I live for your love, the morning version and the late night kind, the love that pulls me up from far enough, the love that never leaves my heart or mind. I live for your love, not as a man who cannot stand alone, but as a man who knows the difference clearly between surviving and having found a home. I live for your love, and every day I wake I find it true that everything I do and am and carry is sustained and held and fed by loving you. If I were to write the story of the years that I have lived, The honest and the unedited and true. Every chapter I would open, every page that I would give would find its way back somehow to you. Not because you were there, for all of it you weren't. Some chapters closed before your name was written in. But even in the pages where your absence was the current, something in the story was already moving toward you then. And I look back now with different eyes. I see the thread that ran beneath the years, the invisible and patient line that ties the man I was to everything that's here. You're my whole life, not just the part that starts from when we met, but the reason that the earlier chapters had to happen, the destination that the story couldn't forget. You're my whole life, prologue in the middle and the end. Every season and every loss and every lesson was a road that only ever curved toward you again. There's a version of me at 20 standing in the rain, not knowing what he's waiting for, but waiting all the same. There's a version at 30 carrying his quiet, unnamed pain, still searching for the face that he couldn't name. And then there's this version standing here beside you, who finally understands what all the searching was about, who reads the earlier chapters now and clearly sees inside you the answer to the question he was always asking out. And I look back now with different eyes. I see the thread that ran beneath the years, the invisible and patient line that ties the man I was to everything that's here. You're my whole life, not just the part that starts from when we met, but the reason that the earlier chapters had to happen, the destination that the story couldn't forget. You're my whole life, the prologue in the middle and the end. Every season and every loss and every lesson was a road that only ever curved toward you again. I don't believe in accidents the way I used to. Don't believe the years were random and unplanned, because everything that broke me slowly led me to you, and everything that healed me was your hand. The grief that taught me how to feel things more completely, the failures that dismantled who I thought I had to be, were all just preparation, quietly and neatly, for the life that only opens up with you beside me.